right there. Okay. Thank you. Which one do you want? Right there? Okay, thank you. Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to the channel. You have stumbled upon another episode of Intuitive Kitty Korner. So we're going to jump right into today's message. It's going to be a big one. That's all I can say about that. I can already tell just from the cards before we even tap into the energy that there is some big energy here. So if that sounds good, we're going to jump right into the cards. So I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. If you've been a subscriber for a long time, I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And if you're not subscribed yet, what's holding you back? We do readings here multiple times a week. We do astrology readings. I do shorts pretty much on the daily. So let's jump into your reading for today. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. I would really love to have you. So as you saw from the videos, this is the reading that Kitty picks for you. So the immediate thing that I saw in this particular group of cards is bottom of the deck being the snake and there being a horse out on the table. So we are exiting the year of the snake in Chinese astrology and we are entering the year of the horse. So it felt very significant that there was something going on here for new energy coming through for this year. And even in the tarot that was pulled, it's like significantly a good chunk of major arcana, which if you know anything about tarot, that's a lot of faded stuff, right? That's like major energy going on in the background. So the first card that came out here, we have the fox and the ivy, and this is adaptability. So there's something that we are tapping into with how we adapt to things around us. So if there's been like a major shift in your life, a major change in your life, you're willing and able to adapt to these things and more easily than maybe you previously did, right? So the snake energy is all about starting over and shedding old skin and letting go of old versions of ourselves. And now we are becoming more adaptable to our surroundings, to situations, to people, any of the above. So things come your way. Maybe before you used to buckle under the pressure, and now you're like, I can withstand this storm. I feel better capable to do this. So the next one that came out is the skunk and the magnolia. And this is protection. So again, I'm getting that your boundaries are stronger now. You have learned in this past year or however many years have come across that boundaries are the one thing that prevents people from being able to take from you. Whether it is your beautiful energy, your time, your money, whatever it is that you maybe overgave, your energy now speaks for itself. And if anybody comes towards you, you're like this skunk here. You're like, I will put up my defenses and I will protect myself at all costs. The other thing that this is giving me with the juxtaposition of the skunk and the magnolia, because the magnolia is a beautiful flower that has a very pretty smell. And you come off as being this beautiful flower. And people may approach you. Maybe they see your kindness as weakness. But underneath that, there is this protective version of you that's like, don't you dare try to take anything from me. Like the skunk protection comes up. So I love that for the collective, because we are learning, again, what are we willing to spend our energy and time on and what are we not? And also, what are we willing to give and what are we not willing to give? You've had people in the past that have come up to you and have not even asked, but taken from you. And now you're to the point where you're like, nope, I am not going to allow that anymore. So the next card that came up is the horse and the bluebell. Very pretty with the juxtaposition again, with the browns and the blues with that beautiful purple. And this is modest fortitude. So what this is giving me is your longevity, your energy, and how you're figuring out how to make things last longer. So if you in the past maybe got like burnt out by the end of the day and you're like, I am so exhausted, I am so tired, you've kind of let the events of the day drain you, and then you come home and there's an empty cup. Maybe you left in the morning for your day with an already empty cup, and then people came up to you and tried to drain what was not even existent, and then you were left like almost with a negative empty cup, right? This feels like you are now learning how to move forward with your cup already full and to protect that cup to your best advantage so that you have the longevity to get through the day, the week, the month, the year, right? Maybe this is about finances. Maybe you're better learning how to make your dollar last from day to day, month to month, year to year, rather than spending it all in one day or all in one place and then not having enough at the end of the month or whatever it is for other things that you want to do. Okay? So modesty. Okay? It's almost like the temperance card here because we're learning not to go to any one extreme or the other. We're modestly expending our energy, modestly spending money, whatever that is for you, whether it's your time, where you show up, how you show up. Like, this is also giving me not always saying yes to everybody or everything that comes your way, because not everybody deserves your time and energy. There's going to be people and events and whatnot out there that just, you're like, I am good on that. Nope, that's not for me today. My battery's already low. I need to recharge. And these people just take my energy anyways and don't ever pour back into it. So I'm getting that you're learning how to, first of all, go out with a fully charged battery, and then to come home with still some battery. And if you have no battery left at the end of the day, fine, but now you can recharge it for the next day. But also, again, this is also a lesson to me in allowing other people to deal with their own battery levels, if that makes sense. I think of like a battery level and a cup level as kind of the same thing. You can't recharge somebody else's battery for them because you're expending from your own battery level. You need your own charge. You've done the work to sit and charge your own battery. Other people need to charge their own batteries. So that's what this is giving me. It's almost like this was a lesson in not doing that because you're telling yourself that it's not my job to do that. And it's not that you don't care, or maybe you don't love this person or this thing or this whatever you're putting your energy towards, but it's always temporary. Again, we're talking about the longevity. If the energy that you're expending is happening on a consistent basis and that other person is not doing their part to recharge their own battery and they constantly are coming to you for your energy, it gets to the point where you're like, look, I can't keep doing this. That's where the boundaries and the protection come into play. So then we come to this last card, which is the crow and the dogwood. And this is intelligence. So this is giving me that you're, again, learning. You're learning the trends of people, of situations, of how to approach people, places, things, whatever. Even in your own life. I now know what my body needs to recharge every day. I now know the energy level required to accomplish XYZ in my life, and therefore I need at least that much to go out to do the things I need to do. And so if somebody is coming in trying to take more than I'm willing to give, then that's when I must say no. All right, we're going to jump into the tarot, but this already is, like I said, such exciting energy for me. And the fact that the snake and the horse came up is just very telling, right? It's like as we're transitioning into the new year, which in the Chinese year, I believe doesn't start till February. Don't quote me on the date because I'm not exactly sure, but I definitely know that their year is a little skewed from ours in America. So, all right, we're going to jump into the tarot. So the first one that came out, we have the Fool, we have the World card, we have the Magician, we have the High Priestess, so far all major arcana. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the Sun card. Holy cow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards. And we have 2 10s. So a lot of endings here. A lot of endings. Now, the beautiful thing that I see here is, again, going back to what we were talking about, the 7 of Swords, to me, always brings me to people taking your energy. And the 10 of Wands is that heavy burden that we carry for others. So there's something that we are coming into here that we're switching out of. I don't know if you can hear the kitty downstairs singing the song of her people. But what I'm getting here is you have this great destiny. And you have everything within you to put these boundaries up, to be adaptable, to have enough energy to get yourself through the day. And you've now gone through these circumstances and gained the wisdom on how to accomplish that. So the 6 of Wands is all about victory, success. She's playing with a toy down there. Here she comes. Hi, kitty. And also, 10 of Pentacles. This is like building a life of luxury, of building a life of just having more than enough. And I'm getting that you've always been a kind person and you've always been willing to share what you have. And guess what? I love that about you. Spirit loves that about you. And so do other people around you. You are a kind, gentle soul. And you've always been willing to give, even if you've not had much to give. But the lesson that came in here from this is that, again, you can't give from nothing. So the lesson is to allow yourself to recharge between times of giving, of receiving, and also to know who is showing up in your life that's willing to give back to you, reciprocate, because that's very important here. And not just show up to take from you. These people, whoever that, and again, it's not only people, it's situations, it could be jobs. There have been situations in your life that have taken from you and given nothing in return, or very little in return. It has not been an equal exchange. And I'm getting that, especially now and towards the end of this year here, as we're wrapping up the year of the snake, that Spirit's calling these people out to you. Now, these people may not be doing this on purpose, and they may be completely unaware of what they're doing. But you are becoming aware. And now you have that choice to change up the behaviors, be more adaptable, and to make sure that your protections are in place and that you have enough energy to get yourself through the day, the week, the month, the year, whatever it is. Because you know your value, you know your energy levels. How much do you need for the day? How much do you need for whatever time frame it is? And you are no longer allowing other people to take this from you. Like, I'm hearing like willy-nilly. There's going to be people that are going to show up, and maybe you've done it in the past, and they may even come back into your world and be like, look, you've always just given me this, your time, your energy, your money. I want it. Can I have some? And they're not always blatant about it. So I want to be clear about that. Some of this is discreet. Some of this is unconscious behavior. So rather than them showing up and being like, hey, give me your money. Hey, give me your time. They're going to show up and be like, so I can't pay my bills this month and I really need some help. They may not even come right out and ask for your help. They just know that your empathy will kick in and you'll just give it to them. Oh, do you need help this month? Okay, here's some money. I will get you through this. And if it's your energy, they may dump their energy on you. I'm having so many problems in my life right now. You always seem to have the right thing to say, give me the right advice, or help me through this, or tell me what I should do. And they come back every time. And maybe you even give them like the best advice. Oh, you should not do that job anymore because it's draining you. Or maybe you should leave that partner because it's toxic, or whatever advice you give them. And they just keep going back and continue to get drained, and they can't, again, recharge their own batteries. Now, the bottom of the deck for the tarot is the Tower card. Again, another major arcana. Things are crumbling. And I'm not getting that they're crumbling in your life because you've already dealt with this. You've already been through some sort of awakening process where you've had to rebuild your life. Maybe you're still kind of in the process of doing the rebuilding stage, but this Tower moment is coming in now for those who are just here to take from you because they haven't gone through and done the work themselves. So now Spirit is making their world crumble, and it can be scary. If you remember back when you went through this process, wow, underneath this, so many major arcana. We have the Devil card and the Strength card. Queen of Pentacles under that. So much is faded right now. Major arcana. The thing is we all have had to deal with our devil energy, right? This could have been our vices, our shadow elements. Things need to crumble in order for us to come out with this strength. We had to go through this. And now the other people around us are going through it themselves. And some people get scared and they don't want to do it. And so they come to you and they're like, how are you so strong? How did this happen? Maybe some people can't see that you've already done this work. Like, it's a lot of fire in these two cards too. So it's giving me like, Phoenix energy rising from the ashes. You had to burn up everything in your existence to be reborn into the person that you are now. And that's why there's so many endings and new beginnings on the table. So people are coming to you and wanting your light, your love, your energy, not fully grasping the fact that you had to kind of, again, shed old skin, burn everything up to start over, to become this strong individual that you are now. So understand that you are this magician. Where's the magician? Right here. But so are they. Each person has everything that they need to build the life that they want. And while some people may have like worthiness issues, low self-worth or self-esteem, something, maybe they don't believe in themselves that they could do that. And so they just want someone else to do it for them. But Spirit's calling on you right now to keep going in your direction with your fortitude and to build the life that you want with this 10 of Pentacles. Because every single person has a responsibility in their own life to do this for themselves. And there's no one out there that can do it for you. So, let's go a little further and see what else wants to come out. I'm gonna pull from this deck here. We're just gonna get some random cards. So tell me something about these people that are experiencing endings. We have trust yourself. Let your intuition be the compass that leads you through murky waters. And then even underneath that, we have go your own way. Trust your intuition and embrace individuality, paving your path with courage and authenticity. Very clear here. We do have the High Priestess out. That is very much about you trusting your own path. And these people, these other people kind of in the background, also need to do that for themselves. And they're not. For whatever reason, they're not. They are wanting to trust someone else to do it for them. But no one else can do it for them. So that's kind of where you're feeling stuck in between a rock and a hard place, because you're like, oh, I see them struggling and I want to help. And that's fine. It's fine to want to help. But don't do it for them. Maybe you can nudge them in the right direction. Maybe you can give them a piece of advice that they could use. Other than that, there's not much you can do for them because they have to do this themselves. All right, what else do we need to know? We have gentle release. Let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysterious currents. And then we have just go with it. Embrace spontaneity and trust the journey, remaining open to unexpected twists and turns along the way. I love that. There's something here that's going to leave you, but it's something that doesn't need to be in this next chapter of your life. And again, it may be people that were just draining you. You've already completed this cycle, and you're ready to start this next one. You're already ready for it. We have a 0, 1, 2, 3. So you're being called to keep going. And don't look back. Some of you may be tempted to want to look behind you at something you've already accomplished and completed because you're leaving people behind. But some people are not meant to come with you on this next part of your journey because you are growing beyond what they can handle. What it's giving me is Alice in Wonderland. When she eats one of the things, or it's like, eat me. And then she grows way bigger than that house and her arms and legs are sticking out and her head pops out the top. These other people are still in this phase where they're the little characters, right? What their normal size was. The rabbit, the lizard. But you have now grown exponentially like Alice did in that house and have busted out of the windows and doors and roof. And you cannot be contained in this space anymore. You don't fit there anymore. And so you're going to get people that are going to try to make you shrink back down to that old size because that's where they are comfortable with you. But you are now bigger than that. Like your spirit has grown bigger than that. So don't allow these people to try to drag you back into their old habits and ways of doing things. And I already know you know better. Your intuition is on point. You already know where you need to go, and you're already planning the steps to do it. Let's see what else we have here. We have act with clarity. Focus your intentions. Navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose. And then we have clear mind. Sweep away any doubts that you have and know that you are right. There it is. So not only are we acting with clarity, but we're thinking clearly. If you have doubts, that's what you're being called to let go of at this time. Sometimes it can be hard to move on from a situation, from a job, from a friendship even, when you've outgrown it. It's tough. It's tough to leave behind whatever you're leaving behind. But Spirit's promising you, with the Ten of Pentacles here, that if you're able and willing to leave behind this Ten of Wands, this burden, that in its place, you're going to get this beautiful, luxurious life of manifestation, monetary gain, happy family if that's what you desire, legacy that's built on a solid foundation for lifetimes to come. This is the promise here. It's almost like some of you have been carrying this burden around for so long that you can't even fathom this energy here. It's like foreign to you. What would this even look like, feel like, taste like, smell like? Anything. But if you can put these down, you're going to get this in its place. And again, more fire. More fire. But now again, let's talk about that longevity. It's like you're going to use the Ten of Wands to kindle your fire for that longevity. Rather than having to carry it from cycle to cycle, repeating it like some of these other people are doing, you're going to chop it up and use it to your advantage to build something beautiful. I love that. Thank you for that metaphor, Spirit. Beautiful energy. And then we have the Sun card, which that's talking about joy and happiness and kind of the childlike wonder. It's that knowing that things will get better. Like, I'm even getting that Annie song, like the sun comes out tomorrow. It's that you trust that it will get better. You're going to trust yourself through this process. You're going to release whatever doesn't serve you, and you're going to go forward with absolute clarity and intention. And if some people have to stay behind and do their own work, that's what Spirit's calling you to do at this time. So just trust the process. That's all you can do. All right, I'm going to close this reading with some affirmations. I wake up today with joy in my heart and clarity in my mind. Oh, wow. If this doesn't completely embody what we were already talking about, I don't know what does. This is an amazing affirmation to help you start your day feeling energized. Make a conscious decision daily to have a great day. Wow. Love it. I believe in myself. If someone you care about needed encouragement, you would show support and faith. Then why wouldn't you do the same for yourself? Give yourself the same treatment that you would give your best friend. Yeah. I forgive those who have harmed me in the past and peacefully detach from them. Forgiveness plays an essential role in your happiness. Forgiveness replaces the sorrow in your heart with love and peace. Wow. So, again, peacefully detaching. So, these people that have taken from you, like I said, it's not always a conscious effort. You can just forgive them and peacefully detach from them. That's all you need to do. Doesn't have to be conflict and fighting. You know, they may want that, but you don't have to engage in that. Peacefully detach. I am grateful for all that I have and all that I am. Being grateful is such a wonderful gift that you can offer yourself. Take 5 minutes each day and reflect on what you are grateful for. Let's get one more. Thank you. Creative energy surges through me and leads me to new and brilliant ideas. We've all been given the gift of creativity and imagination. Focus on accepting that you are a limitless spiritual being and your imagination will flourish. I love that. I love that. This honestly feels like so much is shifting on your behalf, and you may start to see other people's worlds shift as well. Like I'm being given the saying things have to get worse before they can get better. You know, things need to crumble before they can be rebuilt. Hence the tower. The tower needs to fall in order for the new to be built on a more solid foundation. And so that's really the basis of this. This is the basis of why you've gotten to where you are. You had things in your life that were built on a shaky foundation, and you got through the phases of your life the way you did, and you did certain things and whatever, and that's fine. But your tower has already fallen, and you've already either started to rebuild or have rebuilt. You know, I feel like it's an endless process. But your foundation, you've already built that. Your foundation is now solid. So at this point, you can build on your solid foundation. Some of these other people in your life in the background haven't yet seen their tower to fall. And that sometimes by you leaving, you know, and taking your energy, that's what creates this tower in their life. But the thing is it's not your responsibility to carry them. Remember with the 10 of Wands, put that burden down. This is not your burden to carry. Spirit wants you to build a solid foundation, and you can't carry others into this. You're going to be using those logs to kindle your fire while you're in your lush, cushy home, because you built your solid foundation and created that world for yourself. So just remember that when other people are like, you know, their life's in a flame and they're reaching for you, and you're like, look, I can't do this for you. You must do this yourself. I've got my own things to do and my own life to build. And my own tower felt however long ago, and I had to rebuild that myself. Nobody helped you with that, and I know you know that. So, understand that there's people out there that are just going to have certain expectations of you. And it's not on you to have to live up to those expectations. You have your own life to lead and your own things to accomplish. So, collective, that is your message for today. I hope it resonated. If it did, great. Give it a like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, I'm looking at the statistics, and most of the people that watch are not subscribed. So if you enjoy the content, what's holding you back? Kitty and I, which she is just right over there watching, we want to thank you so much for your time, your energy exchange, and we both want to wish you a whole lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and so much love. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.